If I'm making him like 6.
Hey, what up guys, it's I Am Legend here with another video. This is less tutorial, more a guide, and actually I think I got a Twitch broadcast up on it, which I'm going to try to get over here on YouTube here shortly for those of y'all who aren't on Twitch or haven't really checked that site out or anything yet. And I'll try to bring it over on YouTube to make it more accessible for y'all. But basically the point of this video is kind of a guide. And just give you some baseline, some general guidelines into making your player. And the idea behind it was I did not want to invest all of my VC right off the bat, knowing that your player is capped out at certain attributes. They're capped out at a certain number based on their height, based on their build, meaning if they're outside centric, inside centric, or balanced. So to me, that's a huge undertaking. This is your first player that you're building. Most likely is going to be the one you invest the most in, the most time, the most VC, and so you want to get it right. You want to feel comfortable with what you have right off the bat. And so I've got some screenshots here coming up to give you a general idea. But what I found was, for every inch you go up in height, you lose 1 point off your speed and your acceleration. Just as a general guideline. For every inch you go up in height,
oh my God, this bitch ass free throw.
If I'm not mistaken, it looks like you go down.
I'm angry.
Your 3-point shooting will go down by 1, which I don't think makes much sense, but I think they made it that way to kind of counter the cheese that was going on in the game, where people are getting max height and are able to get off their shot better just based off their height than somebody who has the same rating that's a little bit shorter. So I think they kind of did that to balance the game out. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I won't know until I get into the park and the rec and everything, but I wanted to go ahead and get these videos up for y'all. Alright, so here you can see I made a 6.5 point and he maxes out at 82 speed. I didn't see much difference as far as defense and things like that. There may be a slight one. You'll see here in a moment. I actually posted several different screenshots showing. My boy R-Dub sent me screenshots of his guy, his point guard. He created an outside shooting point guard, 6'4", versus my guy was a 6'5" balanced point guard. So in these upcoming shots here, to give you a general idea of the differences. And as I said, for more details, you want to check out that Twitch video I'll put up, the broadcast that I recorded. And there's a lot of conversation going on there. We all each had our own thing going on at the time in the party, so it's not necessarily a focused conversation by any means, but it's definitely worth checking out. Feel free to put it on mute, because look, when I'm in the parties and I'm trying to focus on something, sometimes I got to take the headset off to just concentrate. So if you're watching the video, when you check out that Twitch broadcast video I put up showing the different builds and experiments I did with that, like I said, by all means put it on mute, pause it on whatever you need to, and check out the different stats. And again, these clips here are just to give you a general idea of my boy Dub making his 6'4" outside centric point guard versus my 6'5" balanced point guard. It shows you a little bit of the what you're working with there. So you see his speed was a little bit higher than mine. Obviously his shooting was going to be much higher. For his 6'4" outside centric point, his jump shot maxed out at 87. A 6'5" balanced point, like my guy, maxed out at 79. So like right off the bat, that made me reevaluate what I wanted to make and what kind of player I wanted to make, because I don't know, 79, it's all right, but I don't know, I felt like it should be a little higher. So I haven't even set in stone what I'm gonna be yet, like what height, what kind of build, but I always start with the point every year. These next few screenshots, as I said, you can replay this video, pause it on what you need to. But just to give you a general idea, I made a small forward. All of them were 6'8", 230, and these clips here, they're all the different builds of the small forward, the outside, the inside, and the balanced. And you'll be able to tell just by going through. Obviously, the outside small forward's got more shooting. I think they cap out at an 85 3-point shot, just to give you an idea. Whereas the inside small forward capped out at like a 66 3-point shot. The balanced, I believe, was like a 75 3-point. So that just gives you a general idea of what you're working with. But as I said, you'll want to check out the Twitch broadcast video I'll put up here shortly. And again, bear with it. Go through it, pick out what you need, see what you can take from it. Hope that helps you guys that haven't made your player yet, to give you an idea of what you want going in before you invest that VC in that player and then get in the park and you're like, man, I cannot, with this 82 speed, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm having a hard time with this point playing a guy at the same position that's got like an 88 in speed. Again, I don't know how I feel about it yet until I get out there in the park in the rec, but I feel like, I mean, obviously the motivation behind it was that they wanted to counter a lot of that cheese. So, which I have no quarrels with. Like, I'm full on anti-cheese, but as I'm sure a lot of y'all are. So hopefully this video and the Twitch video will give you a better idea of what you're working with going in. And I also wanted to make a point before you make your guys to let you know, from what I explored with and experimented with there, on the different builds and everything, from what I can tell right off the bat, it costs significantly more to max your player out with that first 75 attributes you have available to you than it did in 2K15. Again, my boy Dub said if he remembered correctly, he had maxed out his first few. I can't remember what it was now, but what I gathered this year is that to max out those 4 columns with that 75 attributes right off the bat, it cost you 175 and change VC, 175,000 and change in your VC. So I mean, that's a pretty good chunk. It seems like they're trying to make you invest more in one player this year, and really put a lot into that one player. And this is coming from a guy that had one of every position last year. So there's that to think about too. But yeah, guys, check that Twitch broadcast I put up once I put it up, and you'll see. And again, I mean, I really want y'all to check it out because I put a lot of time and effort into it. I could already be in the NBA with my player right now, but I wanted to make this video and then put it out there for y'all, so it would be kind of a guide to help y'all who haven't made someone yet, or hasn't invested a lot into the player you've made and you want to try something new. So check that video out. I promise you it'll help you a lot, and it will mean a lot to me for you to check it out, because again, I put in the time and the effort to make it. It is, whew, it was like grinding nails on a chalkboard or whatever, just doing it, because every time I created a new player, I got to go through that same intro with the motion capture and Spike Lee and all that. It just took way longer than what I wanted it to, but check it out. Should be of some help to y'all. If y'all appreciate what I'm doing, you appreciate the content, you know, as always, I can't emphasize enough, please subscribe, please like, please share, and comment. And as I said, I love the dialogue, love hearing from y'all, what y'all figure out, and we just kind of collaborate on it and are able to learn from each other. So, and that's what I hope this channel does for y'all, and entertain y'all. I have some more humorous things throughout the year or what have you, but this one is strictly to help y'all get some information out there right off the bat, this and the Twitch broadcast that I'll be posting shortly. So again, like, subscribe, comment, share. Appreciate the love no matter which way you choose to show it. So yeah, y'all, hope this helped, and go ahead and get your player right for 16. I'll catch you on the next video. 1.